Hey, JB here. Welcome to the channel. As always, thanks for stopping by. I've been getting a lot of questions about tablets lately, and so I grabbed a whole stack. This is the last couple years of accumulation of tablets from Supernotes to Boox, reMarkable 2, reMarkable 3, and I want to go through each of these tablets and just give you my thoughts and opinions on each one, and kind of like the tablet combination that works for me and our planning system and things that we do. Again, these are all subjective. Like, everybody has different thoughts. It's all about use case. And if somebody asks me a question, you're more than welcome to ask in the comments. We try to get to everything. It really is, what are you using these devices for? What, just come out of the gates. We got the reMarkable 2, and we'll put that there, and the reMarkable Paper Pro, which is brand new. What about those two? Well, I just started using the Paper Pro, and in full disclosure, I did buy it, but I did just get a demo from reMarkable with the reMarkable Plus, the folio and stuff. So I'll be doing a lot more videos just particularly on the reMarkable Paper Pro. But when you look at those two devices, for example, if you flip them open here, and I have the planner open, the form factor of the reMarkable 2, which is an older device, right? It's an older device. It still works. Like, some people love this. I just got a question about it. It's like, what do you think about the reMarkable 2? I love it. In fact, my current tablet structure is the iPad and the reMarkable 2. That's what I've currently used. Now, I am going to the reMarkable Paper Pro because I am testing it, and a couple things that I do like about it is I do like the colors. I don't mind the refresh. As you can see here, I'm in black and white. I like the size of it. It is a little heavy with the keyboard case, but I don't mind it. It is a little bit different with the writing. It's got a nice scratchy feel, but it is different than the reMarkable 2 because it has an active stylus and a different type of nib. Nothing that's a game breaker for me. I still do like it. Sizes are right. It's just about as thin as this, iPad M4 here, which is right here. But I do enjoy it. I like the backlight. I wish it was a little stronger. I wish the display was a little bit brighter. The reMarkable 2 does have a little brighter display. I'm finding myself having to have more lights on the office when I use it. But I do like it. I do like it. And my current, just so if you want to watch the whole video, you can. But if you want to know what I'm using, is an iPad M4, which I think is overkill. I think if you got one device, the iPad's the device to go with. We use, there's a couple different types of programs that you can use. We use this note shelf for our planner. If you can see it here, note shelf, it's always hard to do this. And when you come into our planner, you can see it here, and you can write on it. I don't like writing on glass, but note shelf works a little better than Notability. Planners are free over at morningcoach.com by the way. Like, we've literally like 20-some thousand downloads. More than welcome to grab them. But it works. Like, if I had one device, it would be the iPad. That's what I would do. But right now, my current setup, I do like the reMarkable 2. I like the fact, just in case you guys don't know, you can have multiple devices on reMarkable, and it does mirror them. So when I update the planner on one device, it does update them on all the devices. You can, I think, have up to 3. So I can go back and forth. But the form factor of the reMarkable is still awesome. Like, it's still great. I had a buddy of mine say, hey, what do you think about the reMarkable 2 versus the reMarkable Paper Pro or reMarkable 3? I actually like the reMarkable 2. I do. I like the form factor. I still think it's great, even though it's old technology. But why do you need anything more if you're planning and taking notes? So if you're doing other stuff, we're going to get into that. There are other devices for that. But that's my current tech stack. And I do love this new stylus and this clip. They did it right. And this is the keyboard case. I do like the keyboard case. I do have a folio over here with the iPad Paper Pro, which works, and this little flip thing is so cool. Like, that's just genius. That is good. But we have a lot of people that sent them back. Said they didn't like the little flash that comes. If you look on the color, like if we go to color, this doesn't bother me. But if we did red here, like you're gonna see, it goes kind of does a refresh, see? And that's the technology they've had to do that. It doesn't bother me. It literally doesn't. If that's something that bothers you, to me, that's paint on the race car. Like, it doesn't do anything for me. I think the speed is fine. It's really quick, and I'm very happy with it. I've had no issues with it so far. And again, I purchased it, and they did send me one for demo, but I'm utilizing this for myself. So my current tech stack is what I'm using, and I have most of these devices, is the iPad M4 for 80% of my workflow. My planning and note-taking right now is the reMarkable Paper Pro. That's what I'm doing. I'm not typing on it. I am going to start typing my book on it. I do use a free write for my book, and I do use Ulysses on my iPad for my book writing. So this is my current tech stack. okay? Now, let's talk about some of the other devices that we have here. On top, we have a laptop. What do we use a laptop for? Well, a laptop, again, might be your primary device. This is a Google Pixel Book. Love this thing. It's just a Pixel Book. I can type on it. The keyboard's great, does everything that I need to do. I just don't write on the screen. So for planning and stuff, it doesn't do it, but for a lot of other stuff that you could use it for, it's almost like a tablet now, right? So I use a MacBook for all my editing. That's what I do all my Apple work on. But you might just grab a laptop. Again, if you had one device to buy, I would suggest an iPad. It just is what it is. I think it's one of the best devices on the market. And obviously you're gonna pay for it, but you're going to get everything that you need except for the writing and maybe the ink if you like that. You can get a screen protector, but for me personally, I don't mind spending a little extra money on another tablet. Yes, it's a luxury, but it does give me the functionality that I want with that Paper Pro or the reMarkable 2. Kindle Scribe, great device, a little device. A lot of people like this. There's some issues with the planner as far as uploading it. If you do have a Kindle Scribe, keep uploading it until it takes, but it writes good, fast, great little device if you're a Kindle user. If you've got an iPad and want to go with a Kindle, this could be your device. A little bit big and kind of bulky. I got this special case they sent me. It's a leather case on it, but does stay on my shelf. I do not use it, but it is. It's right there. Like if you're looking for something that like, hey, I want to use, then you could go with the Kindle Scribe. It's decent. Supernote. This is an interesting company. I love Supernote. Some people are very loyal to this company. The writing feel is kind of like a grease pencil. I think they have the best styluses in the market. They've had a lot of delays on their new products. This is kind of, the technology is kind of the reMarkable 1 kind of look about it. But the customer service for them is just off the world. I just think their technology is lagging and they're just having some delays. But I am a big fan of Supernote. I used this for a while, took place with my reMarkable 2, but I just kept going back to reMarkable 2 and then the reMarkable Paper Pro. What else do we got here? We have a Samsung. Okay, let's talk about the Samsung Galaxies. This is those Galaxy tablets. These are huge. Again, why people say, why don't you use the Galaxy? Well, number one, I don't like the keyboard. I do not like this keyboard. I like the floating keyboard with the iPad. But I gotta tell you, these tablets rock. They got great, the pencil works pretty well on them. I can't say too much bad about them. If you are in the Samsung Android world, I'm a huge fan of these tablets. I think the display is superior than the iPad. Great multi-use tablet, can be used for many things. Again, I'm in the iPad world. I have gone to Garmin. Okay, I usually wear an iPad Apple Watch, but I have gone to Garmin for my training. But the Samsung is up there. Like if you don't have an iPad, personally you need, I would in your tech stack have like an iPad or a Samsung tablet and then an e-ink device. This is a Boox 10.3, okay? So a little wonky on their stylus holder, okay? Compared to the Paper Pro, it really is off. Kind of a clone of the reMarkable. I'm a big fan of this device. My issue is the software. So if you're an Android person, again, you will like this. If you don't like setup, dealing with issues, taking time to get it all set up, then this isn't your device. One of the things you've heard me on the channel talk about Boox, please listen to this. The copy and paste does not work in the PDF. And when we're working with our planners, we need copy and paste because we're copy and paste our consistency, our goals. So all my people need that. In the PDF reader, it doesn't work well. But this is a great device. Sits on my shelf. I don't like this. It's kind of, I wish, you look at the Paper Pro versus the way they did this. It just doesn't work. Look, I'm the type of person that just wants stuff to work. I'm willing to pay for stuff to work. But honestly, I like this device. So I'm not going to hammer it. It's just it needs some work to move into my tech stack. Maybe yours would be great. And speaking of which, of a great Boox product, this is a Tab X, right? So this is their computer. I absolutely love this device. I wish, if we can go down here, I'll get it underneath that reMarkable would have went with their colors, their front lights. Their front lights are amazing. They have yellow and they have blue. And I really like this blue front light. See how that works? Really great device. This thing's expensive. But man, if I was an academic, okay, and needed to read big documents and I had to have, a lot of real estate, I would go with one of the Boox computer. I know it sounds like I dog Boox. I don't. I just think their software is a little bit, I don't know how to say it, a little bit messy. It takes a little bit to get used to. But I'm a huge fan. Like if I was an academic, a PhD professor, back when I was getting my MBA, my PhD, This is great for technical manuals and books. You can get them on here. You've got a lot of functionality to it. This is up there. It's just pricey. And I know the reMarkable Paper Pro is pricey too when you start putting in this, but this has been out for a few years. It's one of my favorite devices, okay? I use it for notes for my CoachCast. I don't carry it with me all the time, and I don't know why that is. I've gone to the reMarkable and I like the form factor of it. I like the feel a little better than writing on this, right? The writing's a little bit off on it. It feels a little soft. It doesn't feel real like a pencil. Like even the reMarkable, which people are complaining about the reMarkable Paper Pro, that it's not it doesn't, you're kind of writing on glass, but it has that scratchy feel. Okay, it really does. And it's still a little, not like the reMarkable 1, which I really like, the reMarkable 2, which is a little scratchier, but you can feel you're writing on something. This is a little mushy, and this active status won't work, but I still like it. I like the books. So if you're looking for your tech stack, again, this is just my opinion. A lot of people are asking me questions, and I got questions coming. Like somebody asked if I could plug this in and do like 10.119. I don't know. I tried that. It doesn't work because I guess you can do that reMarkable. And then somebody asked if I could put this in portrait mode with the typewriter, and when you lift this up, I don't know how you would do this in portrait because it doesn't work. Like you have to take it off, and then I don't know how it would work in portrait. So I don't think it'll work in portrait. But that's where I'm at. So again, just to go through these devices, Boox is for a left brain engineer type that doesn't mind working a little bit with it and spending time with it. I am a big fan of Boox devices. Okay, I am. It's not. These are on my shelf. I use this more than this. Samsung, great. If you don't have an iPad, I think the Samsung tablets are amazing. But I think the majority of people that are watching this are in the iPad world, which still is making great iPads. I don't think you need the M4. I'm going to start editing some videos with this, but it's got so much processing power. It's unbelievable. You can do a lot of things with this. And then if you pair your reMarkable or your reMarkable 2, then you have your note taker and you can take this with you. I also use Plod AI, so I do a lot of voice recordings. You'll see on my channel, we got the note pen coming, so I do a lot of that. But typically, I'm here with my planner, I'm opening it up, I'm doing my planning, and again, the Paper Pro is just a little bigger, as you can see, which works for my planning, which just makes it a little bit better here. And it's just a little bit bigger, which is perfect for what I'm doing with our planning systems and our structure. Next year, we have color coming. We've got some updates. We've actually expanded this, made some changes. But I'm a big fan of the reMarkable products. They've always worked for me. And it just, even the new one, it's not as, the feel isn't the same. There's some quirkiness to it. But for what I'm doing, it works great. So again, use case in these type of videos is really critical. If you want to tell me, what are you trying to do? Books may come in better. Like if you're an academic reader, their computers are great. Like, yeah, spend the money, get this big one. Another one that these books might be good for is musical composition, right? You've got the big musical composition. You get a foot pedal to change the musical sheets. I'm a big fan. This could be your device, okay? So the bigger Boox is where it's at. The 10.3 it's just sloppy. It just doesn't fit. I think you're still better off getting a little older reMarkable 2 or the reMarkable Paper Pro. Supernote, where are you guys at, man? You guys make great devices, best customer service. They're having issues. If Supernote's watching this, let me know when your next device is coming out. I would love to review it. I know it's been some delays. Keep me updated on that. And then Amazon's, kind of getting into this game with the Kindle Scribe. Interesting device, but I think these other devices just have more to offer, and that's why I go there. I know you can't read your Kindle books on the reMarkable, but I've got other devices for that, iPad and then my Kindle. If you're looking just to read books and maybe take some notes, your Kindle Scribe will definitely get that done. It's a great device. Okay, so questions down below. I just want to do an update. Which tablet? Well, again, all I can tell you is what I'm using. I'm to the reMarkable right now, and I'm using the reMarkable Paper Pro, put my reMarkable 2 to the side, but the cool thing is, as I'm doing notes, if I decide to go back to reMarkable 2, everything's being shared between the two. And then, of course, the iPad. You can't go wrong with the iPad. Probably one of the best devices ever created. I was one of the ones that's like, why would you want this thing? It's going to look like it's just a big iPhone. and now the thing hardly leaves my side. So if I had one device, it'd be the iPad. If I need two, which I think is a vanity or kind of an extra luxury item, it's one of the e-ink devices. Obviously the reMarkable 2, reMarkable Paper Pro, the Onyx books. The computers are great if you're a musician, an academic. And then if you're an Amazon person, you go with the Kindle Scribe, or a left brain person that really doesn't mind diving into software, go with that 10.3 or one of the Boox products. I have some of the color, the Kaleido color. I'm not a big fan of the other color devices. I'll be honest, I don't like them. I don't think they work well. And I think we've got a long way to go for color e-ink. Okay, cool. I'm gonna end the video. Thank you for watching. Like, if you don't mind hitting that like, that'll help us. And let's keep rocking and rolling here. I appreciate you being a part of the community. Comments down below. I try to get to as many as I can. Let me know what you're thinking about today's video and what is your tech stack. I would love to hear what the community has to say, because it might just help somebody with a use case that you have that you could help them. All right, love you. Go have a great one. We'll see you in the next video.